How does AJ Styles shift focus tonight? How does he change the mindset to the King of the Ring tournament mentality?
He just needs to notice the bitter taste in his mouth and realize there's only one way to wash that taste away. That's victory here tonight against Randy Orton, because guess what? If he loses here tonight, that bitter taste just gets 10 times worse.
And if you're Randy Orton, how do you avoid being preoccupied as Styles is sent to the floor? We'll get back to that in a second. Randy Orton in control in a King of the Ring first round match. This is a first round matchup in the King of the Ring tournament, and right now the Viper Randy Orton having his way with the phenomenal AJ Styles. This is our third King of the Ring first round matchup of the evening. The remaining matchups will take place this weekend on WWE Live Events. And Randy Orton thriving in this environment. Wade, I began to ask you before the break, we talked about the AJ Styles mentality. If you're Randy Orton, how do you avoid being too preoccupied with the bloodline in the wake of Backlash, forearm by Styles, and costing yourself an opportunity to be King of the Ring?
I'll tell you right now, from my career, whenever I went to the ring angry about something, I never performed at my best. Randy Orton is a different animal. He has spent about 20 years in WWE, being perhaps the most angry and volatile guy on the entire roster. This isn't new territory for Randy Orton. He can handle it.
Orton all out of sorts as we take a look at the Prime Hydration Station, and the phenomenal AJ Styles going to give chase right into the trap of the Apex Predator. And Orton sends Styles spine first across the barricade.
The master at baiting in opponents, perhaps playing a little possum, perhaps in part genuinely hurt, but ultimately it's the Viper who gets back on top in a hurry.
Oh, you don't think, Wade, you don't think Orton's going to do what I think he's going to do. Oh, Styles sensed that coming, knew disaster was at hand.
Orton perhaps trying to line up that DDT of his. Whoa!
Onto our announce table, which held up under the weight of Styles, but right in the clutches of Orton. Oh, dear. Styles sent spine first yet again. On our announce table, and the sanguineous WWE fans want more. Hoisted up, let free fall onto the table. And the Viper
ain't done yet.
Oh! Again. Take a bow, Randy, take a bow.
Well, that is just typical Randy Orton. The only thing I'm surprised about is the fact that our table is somehow still standing. There's less than can be said about Orton's opponent after the abuse leveled at him.
I don't know how much Styles has left in the tank. Apparently enough, at least to buy himself some time momentarily, and AJ with a drop kick to the back of Randy's knee. The cagey veteran AJ Styles, always aware of any opportunity presented him. Just ask the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes, the undisputed WWE champion, who was pushed to his absolute limits last Saturday by this same man, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
This is part of that durability that has led to AJ Styles being a multiple-time world champion and may well take him on to be the King of the Ring. AJ Styles in control. This match continues.
Orton's hurt. I don't know if Randy's getting back in this. This is our third and final King of the Ring first round matchup of the evening. We are sold out tonight at Mohegan Sun in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, with two surefire first ballot Hall of Famers doing battle, Randy Orton and the phenomenal AJ Styles. Shockingly, neither man has earned the right in their career to be called King of the Ring.
But right now, this has completely turned into the AJ Styles show, who is inching closer and closer to a phenomenal step in the right direction, as he put it.
AJ right now raining down all of his internal vitriol on the left knee and ankle of a fallen Apex Predator. The veteran AJ. Oh, Styles kicked over the top rope. Great ring awareness by Randy Orton.
Yeah, complete desperation move there from the Viper, who's desperately now trying to get some movement back in his lower extremities. Just when AJ perhaps going in for the kill on that knee. Orton managed to buy himself a window of time.
Yeah, if nothing else, AJ with a few moments to recover of his own, and Orton unable to plant on his left leg. You gotta wonder how much impact was behind the kick. Enough to stun Styles for the moment. The Viper trying to fight through the agony, trying to earn his way to the next round.
Yeah, you're right, Corey. That issue still, attempt on the calf crusher perhaps.
And a vicious boot to the chest, right to the sternum.
Orton just doesn't have his base under him at the moment. That's the problem. Doing all he can, despite the obvious knee issue.
Styles again sensed it coming.
So Orton's just a beat too slow here.
Well, even at 275 pounds, Orton can pack a punch behind any strike. Case in point, the glancing European uppercut rocked Styles for the moment.
But that usual ability of Orton to strike at a moment's notice has completely disappeared. This could be job done by AJ Styles.
Styles trying to pull himself back to a vertical base as Randy hopes the adrenaline begins flowing sooner rather than later. The ability to fight through the pain on one good leg. Orton surveying the situation.
How dangerous can you be on one leg? That's the question.
When AJ knows it, AJ realizing immediately that the Viper is wounded badly.
AJ completely focused and locked in on the damage that has occurred to Randy's left leg. That is the pathway to victory.
AJ smells blood. And now the Apex Predator being hunted by the phenomenal AJ Styles. Phenomenal forearm. No!
Again, that desperation move from Randy, knocking AJ off the top rope just when it counted the most.
But it's rare that you see Orton almost tentative in delivering an attack on any opponent, having a healthy respect for what Styles is capable of. And AJ once again looking for the calf crusher. I assure you, Orton will not survive. But Styles unable to finish the hold thus far. The powerful Orton fighting with his long, powerful legs.
Come on, Randy, what is
Styles
that?
has it cinched in now.
The Viper in complete agony.
But Styles, as of yet, unable to rock back to maximize the pressure on the knee.
Biggest and strongest version of Randy Orton we have ever seen in WWE. He needs all of that strength here to try and fight his way out of this.
Can Randy muster the strength? Can Randy fight through the pain, through the agony, and find an escape route? Orton with a rear chin lock. It was just enough to force AJ to break the submission hold. And the power slam. Orton barely into the cover. Styles still kicks out with relative ease this deep into a matchup. Wade, I do not like the sight we are seeing from Randy Orton.
Well, we've seen that power slam millions of times from Randy Orton. And he normally follows it up with a barrage of abuse, simply not capable of doing it at this point. The damage, the toll on his body inflicted by AJ Styles has just been too great.
If anybody has enough experience in this game to call a surefire audible this deep into a matchup, it is the Viper Randy Orton. But the same has got to be said, the same credit has got to be given to his opponent, the phenomenal AJ Styles. Both men in an incredibly precarious position. Styles escapes and face first goes Orton.
Two brains like supercomputers trying to outdo one another.
Will this attempt find pay dirt? It does. Vintage Orton. But Randy Orton yet again unable to capitalize due to the damage suffered by his opponent, at the hands of his opponent, AJ Styles.
Desperately trying to find a way back to somehow figuring out How can I be my ruthless best here? How can I be my barbaric, sadistic best in order to put away one of the GOATs in AJ Styles? That might be your answer, Corey.
I assure you this is exactly what Styles wanted to avoid. Randy looking for the RKO. Styles sensed it coming.
Saw that brief stop there of Randy where he had to clutch the knee. And now he's set up in the drop zone.
AJ looking for it again. Phenomenal forearm on the mark. Hook in the leg. Styles is going to the next round. Oh my goodness.
Oh, Randy looked out cold. Somehow reaching out for that bottom rope. The shock etched on the face of AJ. He knew he had this one won.
Wade, you and I talk so frequently about the importance of ring awareness. Veteran experience. We have seen it in spades from both of these competitors.
Well, AJ did everything right there. Hooked the leg, grabbed one of the arms, but Orton is a long-limbed individual. Simply didn't contend for it.
Styles still doing the right thing, continuing to apply the pressure.